I drove past the old apartment today. The bakery downstairs is a flower shop now. The corner cafe has new owners. Even the street lights look different than I remember. The city kept rewriting itself, one season at a time, I guess. So did I. New friends, new dreams, new routines, a different address, a different life, but one familiar feeling still knows how to find me. Everything changed except missing you. The calendar kept turning, the years kept teaching. My heart kept healing, but somewhere between who I was and who I became, there stayed one quiet room with your name still hanging on the door. I laugh a little louder now, I sleep a little better. I've learned how to cook more than instant noodles. I've planted trees that are finally tall enough to cast shade. Life has been generous, it gave me new memories without asking me to erase the old ones. Maybe moving forward was never meant to mean leaving everything behind. Maybe it simply means learning what deserves to come with us. Everything changed except missing you. Not every day, not every hour, just in those unexpected moments when someone says you would have loved this. When a favorite song finds me in the grocery store, when the first rain hits the roof after a long summer, you're no longer every thought, but you're still a beautiful one. I used to believe the goal was to stop missing you. Now I know that was never the destination, because love doesn't disappear when life moves forward. It simply learns a quieter language, one that whispers instead of cries, one that thanks instead of asks. Why everything changed except missing you, and maybe that's okay, because missing you never stopped me from living. It reminded me how deeply a person can shape another life. So if tomorrow changes me again, if more years come and go, if my hair turns completely gray, I think there will always be one small corner inside my heart where your laughter still feels at home. It feels at home. The world didn't stand still, neither did I. We both kept moving, but every journey needs a place where it began. For me, that place will always look a little like you. This morning I found another gray hair. I almost pulled it out, then I laughed. Years ago, you used to tease me, saying you'll look distinguished when you're older. Back then, I rolled my eyes. Now I wish you could have been here to say it one more time. The mirror shows someone you never met, not because I'm a different man, because time quietly finished the parts of me you only imagined. I'm growing older without you. Every birthday adds another page you never got to read. Every lesson makes me wonder what you think if we met again. As the people we've become, you knew the young man still searching. You never met the one who finally found his way. I don't rush through mornings anymore. I make coffee before checking my phone. I call my parents more often. I listen more than I speak. Life has a way of sanding down the sharp edges we mistake for strength. I think you would have noticed the difference before anyone else. Funny how growing older isn't only watching ourselves change. It's realizing who never got to witness the changes. I'm growing older without you. The laugh lines around my eyes of stories you never heard. The quiet confidence in my voice was built long after we said goodbye. Sometimes I wish you could have met this version of me, not because I need your approval, because you helped build him. People say time changes everyone. I think love does too. Some of my best habits still have your fingerprints on them. The patience you taught me, the kindness you quietly expected, the courage you believed I already had. You're still growing with me, even from afar. I'm growing older without you, but somehow you're woven into every year. Not as someone holding me back, as someone who helped carry me forward. If you saw me now, you might notice the gray hair, the slower steps, the calmer heart. But I hope the first thing you'd recognize would still be the way I smile. Because after all these years, that smile still belongs a little to you. Tonight, I caught my reflection in a dark window. For a moment I saw the young man you once loved, standing beside the older man I've become. I smiled at them both. One dream of the future, one who finally learned to live it. And somewhere between them, you were still walking with me. A friend told the worst joke I'd heard in years, the kind that shouldn't be funny, but somehow I laughed. The whole table burst into smiles. For one small moment, life felt almost normal again. And the laughter faded and guilt quietly took its place, as if happiness had asked permission from the wrong person. I walked outside, sat alone on the curb, wondering if healing meant leaving you behind. I finally learned to smile again, not because I miss you less, not because you've been forgotten, but because love doesn't ask us to stay broken to prove it was real. If you loved me the way I remember, you'd probably laugh and tell me it's about time. I found an old picture when I got home, not one of the dramatic ones, just us holding paper cups, standing in line at a street festival. You were laughing at something outside the frame. Looking at it, I realized you spent so much time trying to make me smile. Why would I believe you'd want me to stop now? Maybe healing isn't choosing between joy and memory. Maybe it's learning they can sit at the same table. I finally learned to smile again. Some days it still catches me by surprise. I'll hear a good song, watch children chasing pigeons, or see the first rain after summer heat. And without thinking, I'll smile, then quietly think of you. And somehow both feelings fit together. For a long time I carried sadness like it was the last gift you left me. I was afraid that putting it down would mean putting you down too. But memories were never meant to be chains, they're meant to become the quiet strength that helps us keep walking. I finally learned to smile again, and this time I didn't apologize for it, because loving you was never about staying in yesterday. It was about becoming someone who could carry your kindness into tomorrow. So when I smile now, you're still there, not standing behind my tears, but hidden inside the reason I believe life can still be beautiful. This morning I caught myself smiling at absolutely nothing. For a second I almost felt guilty. Then I heard your voice somewhere in my memory, me saying, there you are. And for the first time, I believed you would have smiled too. The website asked, how many tickets? 1, 2, 3. My hand hovered over the number. Funny how the heart still answers before the mind does. For one quiet second I almost clicked too, like somewhere we were still making weekend plans. Some habits don't disappear, they simply take a little longer to learn a different ending. I saved you a seat anyway, not beside me, inside me. Every beautiful moment still leaves a little space where you would have smiled, where you would have whispered some joke during the quiet parts. Some people leave memories. You left an empty chair beside every dream worth sharing. The lights dimmed, the crowd started cheering. The first song filled the room. I caught myself turning, ready to say, this one's your favorite. There was no one to answer, only the music playing exactly the way we imagined it would. I listened for both of us. It isn't loneliness that surprises me anymore. It's how naturally my life still makes room for you. I saved you a seat anyway at the little cafe with the window view on the train, watching the mountains pass on the porch during the first rain of the season. Not because I'm waiting for you to arrive, because love taught me that some places always feel a little bigger than one person. A little boy a few rows ahead kept asking his father who's sitting there, pointing at an empty chair. His father smiled. Maybe someone couldn't make it. I smiled too, because sometimes the people who couldn't make it still somehow share the whole evening. I saved you a seat anyway, not out of sadness, out of gratitude, because every place I go now carries a little of us. One ticket got me through the gate, but 2 dreams brought me here. So if life ever wonders why I still look beside me when something beautiful begins, it's because some loves never stop being part of the audience. When the lights came back on, everyone stood to leave. I looked the empty seat next to mine, smiled and quietly said, "You would have loved that one." Then I walked home, feeling strangely full, as if some absences can still keep us company. Today they called my name across a crowded room. A handshake, a photograph, a few kind words about how far I've come. Everyone clapped, everyone smiled, and for a second I forgot you weren't there. My hand reached for my phone before my heart remembered why it wouldn't ring. Some habits don't disappear, they simply become little reminders of who once celebrated every small victory before anyone else. I wish you could see me now, not because I finally made it, but because you believed I would long before I did. You would laugh, said, "See, I told you." And somehow that would have meant more than everything I heard today. I drove home with the award sitting quietly on the passenger seat. The sunset painted the windshield the color you always loved without thinking. I started telling you about my day out loud like I used to. Halfway through the story I smiled. Some conversations never really end, they just become a little quieter. Success has an interesting way of making you notice the people who helped you believe before there was anything to celebrate. I wish you could see me now, the apartment, the photographs, the plans I've somehow managed to keep alive. The version of me you always insisted was hiding behind my doubts. You saw him years before I ever could. Sometimes I wonder if the people who change us most ever realize what they've done. You probably thought you were only loving me, you were also teaching me how to become the man standing here today. I wish you could see me now, not so you'd be impressed, not so you'd regret walking away only because some joys still feel unfinished when the first person you want to share them with exists only in your memories. If somewhere life lets our stories cross again, I hope the first thing you notice isn't what I've achieved. I hope you notice that I finally became the person you always believed I could be. Tonight, the room is quiet, the applause is faded. I place the award on the shelf, look up and softly say, "We did it." Even if only one of us was here, to hear it. This morning, I water the flowers by the front porch, the ones I never thought I'd remember to keep alive. The coffee didn't burn, the dog waited patiently by the door. Life has become made of little things I used to overlook. I smiled without even noticing. Then I thought of you, not because something hurt, because something was beautiful. For years I kept wondering what you'd think if you saw the life I finally built today. That question feels different. If you could see me today, you wouldn't find the frightened man who always doubted himself. You'd find someone who finally believes the words you used to say, the life you hoped I'd have didn't arrive. Exactly the way we imagined, but somehow it still became a good life. I still make mistakes, I still lose my keys, I still forget people's birthdays. Sometimes I'm not perfect, I never became the hero I thought I had to be. I just became a man who learned to be kinder, to listen longer, to love without needing everything to last forever. I think you'd be proud of that. Maybe the greatest gift you ever gave me wasn't your time, it was the courage to keep becoming someone better long after you were gone. If you could see me today, I'd tell you you don't have to worry anymore. I found my way, not all at once, not without falling, but step by step, exactly the way you always believed I would. And every dream I managed to hold on to still carries a little of your faith inside it. People often ask who inspired me. I usually smile and change the subject, because some stories are too precious to explain. How do you tell someone that the best parts of who you are were shaped by a person who never stayed long enough to see them? So instead, I simply try to live in a way that would make you smile. If you could see me today, you wouldn't see a man still searching for yesterday. You'd see someone walking toward tomorrow with yesterday quietly beside him. was loved enough to keep growing. And if somewhere beyond everything we understand, our stories cross again. I hope the first thing you say isn't, "I missed you." I hope you simply smile and say, "I knew you could do it." The sun slips below the evening sky. I lock the front door, turn off the lights, look around the life that once felt impossible, and quietly whisper, "Thank you for believing in me," until I finally learn to believe in myself. And for the first time, the silence doesn't feel like goodbye. It feels like peace. We were never the kind of people who made 5-year plans. Our dreams were smaller than that. A dog with too much energy, a tiny garden we'd probably forget to water, Saturday mornings with no alarm, and finding a little diner we could call our place. Funny how the smallest dreams can leave the biggest spaces. We kept saying one day, as if tomorrow had already promised to wait. These are the dreams we never shared, the birthdays we never celebrated, the furniture we never argued about, buying the ordinary life we never got to accidentally build. Sometimes I miss those little dreams even more than the big ones, because they were the closest to becoming real. Sometimes I'll pass a family choosing paint colors at a hardware store, someone insisting on blue, someone laughing, absolutely not. And I'll smile, wondering what we would have disagreed about. Maybe curtains, maybe where to hang the pictures, maybe nothing important. That's the part I miss, the unimportant things we never got to care about together. Love isn't only made of unforgettable moments, it's also built from 1,000 forgettable ones. We'll never know. These are the dreams we never shared, the vacations we would have postponed because life got busy, the recipes we would have ruined before finally getting them right, the sleepy Sunday afternoons where nothing happened except us growing older without noticing. Those were the dreams quietly waiting for us. For years I thought I was grieving a person, now I know I was also grieving a future. Not because it would have been perfect, but because it would have been wonderfully ordinary. And ordinary was always enough with you. These are the dreams we never shared, together never arrived, but the love that imagined it never really left. Sometimes, before I fall asleep, I still catch myself thinking, one day. Then I smile, because even though that dream changed its shape, it taught me to keep dreaming. And maybe that's the part of us that survived. The realtor smiled as she handed me the keys. She said, "Congratulations, it's all yours." Everyone clapped, my friends started carrying boxes through the front door. Someone joked, "You finally got a place to grow old in." I laughed, but quietly I wondered how different this moment would have sounded if you were here. You always stopped in front of little houses on evening walks, pointing at front porches, flower gardens, kitchen windows. You never dreamed of something expensive, just somewhere that felt like home. This is the house you never walked into, the hallway you never filled with your footsteps, the kitchen where you'll never dance barefoot while dinner burns. Every room feels ready for memories that only one of us will ever make. I unpacked the coffee mugs first without thinking. I placed two on the highest shelf. Then I stopped, stood there holding the second one a little longer than I needed to. Funny how the hand sometimes remember plans the heart is already buried. They say a house becomes a home when someone lives inside it. I think it becomes a home when someone is imagined in every room. This is the house you never walked into, the window you would have opened every spring morning, the backyard where you would have planted too many flowers, the old wooden porch where we would have watched summer storms roll across the sky. I can almost hear the light we never lived. People think grief only visits empty places they're wrong. Sometimes it quietly sits beside you on a brand new living room floor, surrounded by unopened boxes, smiling at everything that finally came true. A little too late. This is the house you never walked into, but somehow you're still here in the paint color I chose. Because you once said it felt warm in the little reading corner you always wanted in the extra chair. I couldn't bring myself not to buy. You never crossed this front door, but your love crossed it long before I did. Before I locked up for the first night, I stood in the quiet hallway, looked around, smiled and softly whispered, "Welcome home." Even though only one pair of footprints answered back. You knew me when I apologized for everything, when every dream sounded bigger than my courage. I was always in a hurry, always afraid I wasn't enough. You'd smile and quietly say, "You'll get there." Back then, I thought you were only trying to comfort me. Now I wonder if you simply saw what I couldn't. Some people believe in us before we've given them any reason to. You were one of them. You never met the man I became, the one who finally learned to breathe before speaking, to listen before answering, to stay when life became difficult. You only knew the unfinished version, but somehow you helped write the rest of the story. I don't chase every argument anymore. I know some victories cost too much. I laugh easier, I forgive faster, I call people back, I keep promises even when no one's watching. Sometimes I catch myself doing something kind, then realize I learned it from watching you. People ask when I changed, I never know how to answer, because change didn't happen all at once. It happened one quiet lesson at a time. You never met the man I became. You never heard the calmer voice, never saw the confidence that arrived years too late. But if somehow you could see me now, I hope you'd recognize little pieces of yourself still living inside me. For a long time I wished you could have stayed long enough to see who I'd become. Now I understand. Maybe you already did. Maybe that's why you believed in me so completely, even when I couldn't. Perhaps you weren't loving the man I was. Perhaps you were loving the man you knew I could become. You never met the man I became, but every good thing people see in me today has a little of your kindness hidden inside it. So if anyone ever asks who helped me become at old photographs. I barely recognize the young man standing there. Then I smile, because I know something he didn't one day. He'll become the man she always believed he could be. And even if she never meets him, she'll always be the reason he exists. Took the wrong road, just outside the city. The GPS kept asking me to turn around. I'm glad I didn't. A little bookstore sat beside a river with flowers growing through the old stone fence. Inside, the shelves smelled like time. The owner smiled like he'd known me forever. And without thinking, I whispered, "You would've loved this place." Not because it was famous, not because it was perfect, just because it felt like the kind of place you always notice. Before anyone else, you would've loved this place. The quiet streets, the little cafe where they write your name by hand on every cup. The old couple holding hands on the wooden bridge. The stray cat sleeping in the afternoon sun. I spent the whole day seeing everything through your eyes. There was a bench facing the water. I sat there long enough to watch the light change. A little girl fed breadcrumbs to the birds. Someone nearby played guitar, missing half the chords, but smiling anyway. I reached for my phone to send you a picture. My thumb found the camera. My heart remembered there was nowhere to send it. Funny how some of the most beautiful places don't make you wanna stay. They make you wish someone else could have been there too. You would have loved this place. You would have said we should come back in autumn when the leaves turn gold. You would have found the best table by the window, ordered dessert first, and convinced me to stay until sunset. I know exactly how the day would have gone, even though it never happened. People think travel is about finding new places. Sometimes it's about discovering new ways to miss the people who helped you see beauty in ordinary things. You taught me to slow down, to notice, to look twice. That's why even now, you're still my favorite traveling companion. You would've loved this place, and somehow that made me love it more. Because for a little while, you weren't missing. You were everywhere, in the wind across the river, in the laughter from the cafe. beside me. But every beautiful thing spent the day introducing me to you all over again. More beautiful when you take your time. Then I folded it, placed it inside my journal, and carried one more place, home, for both of us.